Hey, what's up, guys? I thought I'd make a little tea because I want to let you guys in on a special inside scoop as to who I am and how I got here. So let's move on to the table. You see, I wasn't always a Florida boy. I lived in quite a few states before I even got here. You see, I started off in New Orleans and then ended up going to Texas. Well, you might want to come a little closer to see exactly what I'm talking about. It started here, honestly, with mom and dad. You see, they decided they wanted to have a kid. And then they moved to New Orleans. That's where I was born. Yeah. So then after that, we ended up going back to Texas. That's when we had my little bro. Right? And then from there, we moved to Arizona. See, here in Arizona, I remember that quite vividly because that's when me and my little brother started a cane fire after we were hunting some jackrabbits. Don't ask me why. Honestly, that could be another story. But from here, we moved to sunny California. And in California, that's where I first started to skateboard. Lost my 2 front teeth. Never rode a board again. Well, yeah. So went from here to here. And here in Nevada, we had a house that we lived in. It was a really big house with a swimming pool and no water. So from there, that was one of my favorite states. I was also here when it snowed for the first time. So we moved from here over to Alabama. See, here, this is where my grandma lived. God bless her soul. Finally left here. We didn't stay there very long, according to my mom. And we came to sunny South Florida. And I've been here ever since. So I know a lot of people would say, hey, were you guys military? Nope. Oh, maybe you're on the run. Nah, not that I know of. And then from there, they would say, oh, maybe you guys just like to travel. But truth be told, there's a real story in mind. And I'll tell you when we get to the couch. Stand by. All right, so the story behind why we moved so much. Here it is. My parents were some secret covert agents whose main responsibility was to remain anonymous. So we moved to these different states with different identities just to make sure that they weren't discovered. And when we finally got to Florida, they left the task force. There it is, guys. Nah, I'm just kidding. My parents were just young and they were raising young kids, so there wasn't a lot of experience there, to be honest. They did the best they could with what they had. Because of that, I had a prime example of how to raise my children with my wife. And we decided really early within our relationship that we wanted to make sure that our kids were a little bit more stable. Now, mind you, that took some time because we lived in 7 different apartments within a 9-year time span. And that's a little crazy too. Talk about older patterns dying hard. And I think that there were some things that we took a little bit more time to change as far as our rhythms and our habits, and others, again, just took some time. And you have to be patient. I know I had to be patient with myself, knowing just how I grew up and knowing that I was all over the place and it took me some time to actually get some things fine-tuned. But with old patterns dying hard, I want to encourage you with this. It's honestly never too late to change older patterns and take a new route. We did it, and I know you can do it too. So, you got to hear a little bit more about my story and take that trip down memory lane with me. Hope you enjoyed it because I enjoyed sharing. And until next time, peace.